Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I've got a very special message for you today. This is a message from your grandmother. Your grandmother has reached through the veil, and she has this very special message for you. And I have got the four queens here: Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups. So if you or your grandmother is of that astrological sun or moon, I'm not doing rising, it's sun or moon, because that's the original tarot. When they attached the astrology to tarot, it was the sun or moon. It was not the rising. That's a modern interpretation. So we are going to do, if you or your grandmother is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, the message is from the Queen of Pentacles. If you or your grandmother is a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, Sun or Moon, that would be the Queen of Swords. If you or your grandmother is the Queen of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we'll look at the Queen of Wands pile. And if you or your grandmother are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, it's the Queen of Cups. Now I want you to go by your initial intuition. Do you use your sign or your grandmother's sign? If you choose one and it just really doesn't land, then I would go with the other one. So let's say you are Pisces, but your grandmother was an Aries. And so you went with Queen of Cups and it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Then I would go with the Aries, the Queen of Wands. So you might want to check both. Because these are, good general messages, but I do see Corey did show up with these grandmothers who have urgent messages for you this morning. So I thought, how am I going to do this? Because you can't just do one message for everybody. Everybody, has different situation in their life. And then this came into my mind. So this is what we are going to go with. Now, before we get started, I want you to think of a yes or no question. And at the very end of each reading will be the answer, yes or no. All right, so think of it has to be a yes or no question. Am I going to get the job? Is my relationship going to be repaired? Will the money arrive? Etc., etc. All right. Also, many of you may have more than one grandmother across the veil, especially if you had great grandmothers who you were close with. So again, go with your intuition and choose one. So she's reaching through the veil. So this is an urgent message for you. That only the grandmothers showed up. So I'm not sure. Maybe tomorrow Corey will bring the grandfathers, or I'm not sure. Every day is a new adventure. All right, so let's begin with the Queen of Pentacles. Let's move all of these over. And I've pre-shuffled them. You just have to trust me that everything is well. So the Queen of Pentacles, you or your grandmother. Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. So your grandmother is helping you through the veil, protecting your future. So maybe she's stopping things from arriving, like the Dragon's Hoard here. So maybe she's stopping things from arriving. So maybe you're not getting that job because a better job is coming down the line. And if you take this job, you'll miss that job. Or maybe perhaps you aren't dating right now because if you do date somebody, you're going to miss out on the one who's really coming for you. So that's the very first question is, and so if you're wondering why things aren't moving forward, it's because she's protecting you. She's protecting your future. And she wants to let you know that she does hear your petitions. She does listen to you. But she's saying, trust me, I do know better. I can see what's coming. I can see what's coming. Um, and perhaps you can't. And so just trust that when things aren't showing up when you'd like them to, there's a reason for that. Again, this is being stopped at every red light, and perhaps you're missing the drunk driver at the third red light, or something, something like that. All right. Oh, look at this. You are complete. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. What a great message from your grandmother. Wow. Hey, you are complete. Like, she's letting you know there's nothing wrong. You don't have to fix anything. You are complete. You are enough. What a beautiful message from your grandmother. Soulful appreciation, heartfelt gratitude. So here she's telling you, be grateful for everything that you already have, and more will be given to you. Not in a condescending way. It's just generally a good message. Watch for butterflies. Watch for butterflies. She's saying that's when she's reminding you to be grateful. And there's always something to be grateful for. Perhaps all of your children are with you on this side. Perhaps you woke up breathing. Um, you know, instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do have. Perhaps you might not like the way, perhaps you have curly hair and you wish you had straight hair. At least you have hair, right? Some people would say, oh, you're so lucky you have hair. So I think this is actually a really kind of cool little message she's giving you. Protecting treasure. Look, you have two messages. Protecting the future, protecting your treasure. Look at, and we do have a money, and interesting, this is the Queen of Pentacles. So it is, obviously the message here is something about money. And so I'm getting like a message here to protect and be grateful for what you do have. Perhaps my Opa always used to say, if I can pay all my bills and have a little bit of fun and have $1 left over, I'm a rich man. And I think this message is coming right through. And interesting, he was a Virgo, which is a pentacle here. So that's really interesting that that's coming through for me to download that message for you. So you might not be rolling in dough right now. I'm getting this message right now. But you are enough. You don't attach your wealth to you. Don't say, I'm not doing well and it's, all my fault. And no, protect what you have by being grateful for it, and trust that something better is definitely on the way. Boy, you're getting really good messages here. A higher view. See, look at, that's almost like the riding the dragons in Game of Thrones, if you watch it. So she's saying, I see the view from 40,000 feet. I'm seeing the bigger view, and you can't see it. Just know that I love you and you are enough, just the way you are. And right now, times might be tough or you might not understand what's going on, but trust that there's something better coming. And she is taking the higher view. She can see into the future. She can see what's coming, and you really should be trusting in that. Oh, what's this? This is why I shuffled them all too, because I'm wearing these gloves. Adjacent possibilities. Adjacent, sorry. There's my dyslexia. Adjacent possibilities. Again, doors will be opening for you very soon. She's telling you that everything might seem like it's inert right now, but things are opening up. There's reasons why some doors are closed, and Soon some doors will be opening for you. And with her taking the higher view here, I don't think you can see them. I really don't think you can see them. And she can. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. And you've got two messages of that. So there must be maybe some self-esteem issues here, some body issues here. Maybe you think you aren't enough. Maybe you think, oh, no one's hiring me because I'm not good enough, or, you know, for whatever reason. And, you know, when you start being grateful for the little things in life, that starts showing up in your face, believe it or not. When you are all pinched off from the world and unhappy with the world, you get what's that resting bitch face, they call it. But if you're just really happy with small little things and, um, you know, yeah, sure, you might not have a lot of money in the bank, but you could pay your rent this month, or, you know, you could fill your car with gas, or, you know, even if it was $10, you had $10 to put in your car. Uh, you know, even if, um, you know, you may feel all alone, you have to think about the people who you aren't alone with, but you have to shine from within to become magnetic, to attract possibilities to you. And you do that by you are enough. You are enough. Isn't this interesting? The first card is like a little gremlin type of thing, and then we turn into a beautiful fairy princess. Shine from within, and you do that by being grateful and trusting in the universe. Seven of emotion, which is Seven of Cups. Your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone else. Ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. What a beautiful message. Ask your grandmother here is saying, ask me. I know, I can see. I've got the higher view. Ask me to help you. Ask me to help open the doors. Help me. Ask to guide you to this correct decision. But you have to change your attitude and your intention, and be happy with what you have, and know that you are enough, and not have um, and not be intimidated by thinking what you don't know. And so just, it says, ask heaven for guidance. So ask your grandmother for guidance. Ask her to come into your intuition, which she always is. You see, the thing is everyone wonders why they aren't getting help from above. And it's because you have to ask. They can't just interfere in your life. You have to say, help me get find the clearest path to work today with no backing up traffic, or help me find all the items in my grocery store the easiest way today. You know, help me with this relationship that I say all the correct words, and this is exactly what your grandmother's asking you to do. So whatever door it is you want to open, whether it's a new relationship, repairing a relationship, money, investments, change of life, ask her to guide you. Ask her to send you signs. I would look for butterflies and birds, because we have a couple of birds here. I mean, obviously dragons, but with birds and butterflies are things that are in the air. So that's where I'm going that way. Also, the shine from within, she has dragonfly wings, and also here up in the air. So that's why, you know, birds, dragonflies, butterflies, and that's your grandmother jumping into your awareness. Wolf, Pathfinder, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and will help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Look at that, your grandmother is telling you that you can do this. Whatever this is, she's right there with you. She's right there with you. I'm getting a feeling that you're really clinging on to, you think there's only one way for this to all play out. And she's telling you no. She sees a better way. She sees a better future. She sees more doors opening. All right. And now your yes or no question. If you forgot to, just you can pause it right now. Ask your yes or no question. And the answer is reconsider, which this matches up with this whole reading. It sounds like you are on you think there's only one way to fix this problem. And the answer is reconsider, and reconsider other ways. And I'm getting like a let go and let God, and let her guide you. Let her guide you, especially if it has something to do with money. All right? Or abundance, or anything to do with money. Maybe you want to move, so you want your house to sell. Something like that. All right? All right. That was actually a really good reading. What a great message from your grandmother. Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. So if you or your grandmother is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this message is for you. Let me move this over. Don't forget to ask your yes or no question. Unmarked trail, revelation. So it sounds like your grandmother wants you to try something new, wants you to try a different direction. This isn't just a Y in the road. This is like an X, a whole new path. It's an unmarked trail. Revelation wants you to completely try something new. So let's say it has something to do with your health. And let's say you've been on a keto diet and it hasn't been working. Well, maybe now she wants you to try a vegetarian diet. It's something that you haven't tried before. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a career. And she's saying the reason it's not working with what is going on right now is because that you're not meant to go that way. Turn around and look at it. Don't go backwards. Maybe turn left, maybe turn right. Behold beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. Wow. And this is Toad Spirit telling you this. Maybe you know what? The Queen of Swords can be really stuck in her ways and has to be right. And I'm getting something here. You may have to look at things from a completely different point of view. Interesting. Interesting. Completely different reading from the other grandmother. All right. Your eternal spirit, higher self, sacred intuition. Listen to your intuition. Don't be listening to other people. Don't be listening to other opinions. Don't be dragged into I'm seeing like sheep. Don't be like the sheep. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Listen to your third eye, sacred intuition, higher self. Your grandmother's also telling you, this is interesting because this is air sign, how psychic and intuitive you are. So why are you listening to earthbound opinions when you could be listening to opinions or intuition from spirit? Because you're very good at it. So your grandmother is telling you that maybe this will make you much happier to let go of earthbound opinions. Interesting. Storm fields, look at that. You're getting a lot of earth cards here, and that's really interesting because this is air sign. Storm field. I'm getting that your grandmother wants you to lighten up. that you're attached too much to earthly things, to become more spiritual, to become more believing in your intuition, to become more psychic. I'd even say grab yourself an oracle deck and start to listen to that before you listen to other earthbound opinions. I'm really getting that because it's not happy earth, it's like storm and unmarked trails, and when you insist the world is hostile and here's a storm, well, a storm is hostile, right? Really is whipping you up. Very strong message. Tender embrace. Oh, a nice big hug. Nice big hug from your grandma. Nice big hug. She's saying that she's constantly hugging you and she's constantly around you, and she's trying to wrap you in her arms and show you an easier way. Angel of love. Okay, if you're wondering where's love in my life, I'm thinking that with this tender embrace and angel of love, that love is on the way, but you have to let go of some things. Perhaps you have a hostile ex, and you're still hanging on to that, and it's still creating storms. And there's your wall, and there's your block to love. Some of you that might ring true, especially because sometimes the Queen of Swords can be divorced. So if you are just going through a divorce, instead of being angry at your ex, turn more to spirituality and tenderness and ask your angel of love to bring love back into your heart. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. There you go. And look, move out from earth, move into more air, more spirituality. All these earthbound things are holding you back. The angel of love can't wait to step in and help you. She's helping you as best she can. Start to have tender embrace with people rather than arguing with people or being angry with people. I'm sorry if that's sharp for you, but sometimes the messages from our loved ones are sharp because they want our attention. And they're saying, honey, I know you can have so much more and so much more happiness, and it's breaking her heart to see you like this. So in comes grandmother, and Queen of Swords is, they're honest. They're not going to fluff you up. They're not going to make rainbows come out of your butt. They're going to tell you, let go of some of these opinions and just find more love. 5 of action. Your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama into your life. There you go. You have the right to excuse yourself and say, you know what? I don't want to hear about politics anymore. I don't want to hear about how bad the economy is anymore. I don't want to hear about fighting with my ex. I don't want to hear about you fighting with your ex. I don't want to hear any of that anymore. I mean, and you can learn to say it any way you want, but it's your grandmother's telling you, walk through that magical gateway. What a lovely message. It is a loving message when you think of it. It's somebody who deeply cares for you and knows you're in this storm and says, you know what, life is too short, man. Life is way too short. Ooh, dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Look at that. The spiritual realm is calling you to leave these earthly problems behind. I mean, yeah, of course, you got to pay your bills, you got to eat, you got to get to work. But beyond that, use your intuition, be more loving, let that person in front of you go first. I mean, if somebody wants to butt in, let them. Walk away from drama. Lots of drama in your life, just, yeah. So anyways, now let's get to your question, your yes or no question. If you haven't had time to think of it, you might want to pause it now. Anyways, this is the answer. A year from now. A year from now. So whatever you asked, it'll be a year from now. Will I get pregnant? A year from now. Will I lose weight? A year from now. Will I get that job I want? A year from now. Will I meet my soulmate? A year from now. Which is better than a no, if you ask me. All right. All right, Queen of Wands. So if you or your grandmother is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, this message is for you. Benefactor, grace and generosity. Wow, I think somebody is actually, if somebody owes you money, perhaps, you're looking for a loan or something. There's something here with money is yes. Also, this could be you being a benefactor to somebody. Perhaps somebody comes to you asking for money, and the cards are saying, be graceful and gracious about it. The thing is somebody comes to you asking for money, and if you have it, and it doesn't put you in a situation. That's what the grace and generosity is. If it doesn't put you out, she's saying you can safely borrow them the money. But if you're waiting for money from somebody else, the answer is yes. She's letting you know the money is coming. Don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. Very nice. Very nice. So your grandmother's encouraging you not to have imposter syndrome. You've got it. You've got the skills, the education, the smarts to do what you want to do. Dare to dream big. Even that benefactor is like, there's a crown, right? And interesting, the Queen of Wands here is wearing a nice crown of flowers, and so is this one. And the Queen of Wands is also the female entrepreneur. So your grandmother might be telling you, you can do this. You can start your own business, and maybe somebody will help you with that, a mentor or somebody. Getting that, this is great things are coming for you. Shamanic healer, cleansing, attunement. Wow. Either you've gone through a great healing or a great healing is coming for you. What you have been through is I'm going to say it's over, or you're the lesson that you now have to teach other people. This is big healing energy, cleansing, attunement. It's like you've come through the dark night of the soul kind of thing, and you're ready to soar. Even with this, don't hide. Perhaps now it's your turn to pass on things that you have learned, and perhaps this, whatever you've been through, has cleansed a lot of things out of your life. Perhaps your relationship fell apart, perhaps you lost your job, and this is saying that was meant to happen. That was meant to happen. Because now you're free you've cleansed that out of your life, and now it's like you almost have a blank slate. But you're really big, you're a big healer. Really big healer. Wide open. Wow. There's something fresh and new coming for you. And the world is your oyster. and you just have to reach out and grab it. I'm just getting a lot of the Two of Wands, where they're holding the whole world in their hand. You're wide open. Don't hide. Benefactor, you're going to be just fine. Shamanic, like you got great power behind you. This is very powerful reading. Extremely powerful reading. Yeah, wide open. Don't hide. Stand on that mountaintop and soar, and you know, whatever you've been through, let it hold you up. A burst of magic. This is such a powerful reading. Look at this, is like, go, you go, girl. Like, something is going to happen here that is going to turn your whole life around. But it sounds like you have to take action. When, you know, the Queen of Wands, fire is action. You have to take action. You take that action and things will start to happen. So your grandmother is saying, it's time, it's go time. There's no more healing to do. You are healed. Look at this burst of magic here, and look at the crown she's wearing. This is a direct message. It's just like, you know, even this burst of magic as matching this card is like, you're announcing yourself to the world. Like, and people are going to be shocked. Perhaps you're an author and you launch your book. Perhaps you want to be some kind of healing coach and you launch your coaching business. I think it's going to go fantastic for you, whatever you're doing. I wouldn't do anything from the past. This is definitely future forward. Journey, another card showing. Look at this. I want to show you something though. I want to show you something. In these cards here is the single person. It's like, the only one we have a couple here is the benefactor, Grace here. But the other ones are like, you have to do this on your own. You have to do this on your own. So perhaps you have just gone through a divorce, and it's time. You know, there was a reason why you went through that divorce, and now it's time for you to continue on your own journey by yourself. This isn't saying leaning on other people at all. This is something you have to do. You have to do. And it's like, what a powerful message from your grandmother. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. There's that shamanic healing. So whatever you've been through, perhaps you've just been through a nasty divorce. Perhaps your partner was a raging narcissist and you made it through. And now you can teach other women how to leave their nasty marriages, or support them when they do make the decision, or help them make the decision, something like that. Perhaps you're a cancer survivor, and you know what you did to overcome your cancer and your mental health abilities of that. And so now you become a coach for cancer patients to help them maintain a positive attitude. But it's something you've been through. So for example, if you've never had a weight struggle, don't become a weight loss coach. Don't say, oh yeah, it's easy to stay slender. Nobody's going to listen to you. If you want to be a cancer coach, but you've never had cancer, it won't jive. Or even if, you know, a coach or a healer for divorced women, but you've never even been married. This is something that you have gone through. This is something you've gone through, and now you are on the other side of it, and you can definitely help other people light their path. You can now become their guiding star. And yes, you can. Four of action. What did I tell you? You got to take action. Oh, and this is Four of Wands, and it is Queen of Wands. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. So take action. Big celebrations. You got a couple of celebration cards, magic. And also, like I say, the Four of Wands is also graduation. It's like big life changes. All right. Dolphin, play, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Definitely, this is you. Inhale confidence, exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. That's what I mean. This is something moving forward that this is a life lesson that you have had. And this is your wisdom. And you know, everyone associates dolphins with happiness and cheerfulness and playfulness. And that's because that's the healing, right? So, wow, I've got goosebumps over this reading. Like, you have got to go, like, you've got to get on this. Don't hide your abilities. All right, so it's time for your yes or no question. And if you forgot to ask it, you can just pause this now and then ask your question and start it up again. All right. Listen to your intuition. Oh, that's always a good one. You know what? This looks like butterflies, but I saw blue jays. So it might be something to do with blue jays there in your intuition. Listen to your intuition. What does your intuition say? And look at holding, look at this is almost similar with the flowers, and those almost could be little butterflies, and holding that. Don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. So this is a message from your grandmother. So your grandmother is saying, listen to your intuition, because she's your intuition. She's there guiding you all the way. She wants you to do this. She wants you to take action. Don't hide. That's what she's saying. She's saying, honey, it's your turn. It's your turn. Don't hide. You aren't helping anybody by hiding. You aren't even helping yourself. What a great grandmother you had. How lucky are you? All right, so the final one here we have is Queen of Cups. So if you or your grandmother is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is your reading. And I did them in H, right? Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and Cups. That's the general age. So that's how I did them. All right, so let's get started with your reading. Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. That's actually very much Queen of Cups, Queen of Hearts, the Divine Feminine. And sometimes, and this is a 6, and that's a Virgo as well. So sometimes this shows up when we aren't honoring our Divine Feminine. And Divine Feminine doesn't mean that you have to wear dresses every day or frilly clothes or wear lots of makeup and do your hair. Divine Feminine in the cosmic womb is creation, is be creative. You know, honor your body. Honor your body. You know, health, body, that kind of thing. But the cosmic womb, the Divine Feminine is definitely creation. That's your sacral chakra. And that's your creative energy, arts, music, that kind of thing. And it's just, she's just telling you, it's, you know, are you an artist? Are you a singer? Do you do crafts? You know, express yourself artistically. Now, perhaps you haven't, maybe you are a painter, but you haven't painted in a while. Perhaps you perhaps you do play the piano, but you haven't played in a long time. And she's saying, you know, oh, I miss you doing that, or you're missing doing that, because that's how water people get their emotions out, is through the artistic way. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout, Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. This is a birthing. We're getting a birthing message here. And that's so true about the creative, right? You can't force a book to be written or a painting to be drawn or a song to be sung. You have to sing it right through. So again, a very creative birthing. I'm getting that you're going to be birthing something. Actually, could be maybe you are pregnant right now, or maybe thinking of getting pregnant. If you're thinking of getting pregnant, I think this is, you will get there. You will get pregnant. Um, or if you're anxious for your baby to be born, it's like, well, you have to just, you can't force it. You have to just let it happen. Mindfulness, peaceful presence, quiet mind. So this is telling me too, you may be overthinking a lot of things, and a lot of overthinking is very masculine. To-do lists and do this and do that rather than sit with creation, right? So peaceful presence, quiet mind. So she's telling you, meditate. Also, when you are mindful like that and you do have a peaceful presence and a quiet mind, that's when you'll hear her. That's when you'll sense her. And so she's telling you, like, honey, I'm always here. Sweetie, I'm always here. You just have to quiet things down. Put your phone down. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. And I'm right here. Listen for me. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your thoughts. Do you smell my perfume? Can you smell me cooking your favorite meal? That's me. Unexpected visitors. If I'm going to say something here, if you are thinking of getting pregnant, I think you're going to get pregnant. I think she's saying just relax, it's going to come. If you aren't thinking of getting pregnant, you may have an unexpected pregnancy. This also could be pets coming into your life. Virgo, because Virgo, I know this isn't a Virgo card, but the first card we had was a Virgo card, and Virgo rules pets. So you could be getting pets coming into your life as well. But unexpected visitors, but it's summertime too. So it's I think that that's just a warning, just saying, so somebody's going to surprise you, surprise invitation, surprise, hey, I'm in town, somebody you haven't seen from high school. She's just letting you know, and she's letting you know this person is coming because it's going to make you very happy. Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. I'm going to say that there's some parts here that you're fooling yourself. You're distracting yourself. And I think this is why you have this peaceful card. I think you're just trying to fit too much in. I think you're really distracting yourself from what you really want to do, which is create, which is, whether it's writing, actual creation of another human being, writing, playing music, piano, guitar, flute, whatever it is that you play, accordion. Somebody listening right now might know how to play the accordion. I think you're distracting yourself from and keeping yourself from being that creative person, because when the smoke is gone and you look at yourself in the mirror, all that distraction is gone. Well, who are you? Well, you're a very creative person, and you got that creation. So let's say this is your grandmother is the water sign and you aren't. She's saying there's this part of you that you are ignoring, and perhaps it's crafts. Maybe she's saying, let's do some crafts together. She'll definitely guide you in that and help you. Let's say your grandmother was a great piano player, and you're like, I've never played piano in my life, but all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'd really like to learn to play piano. And she's saying, yes, and we'll make beautiful music together. Or perhaps she was a painter and you're like, you know, she was such a great painter. I sure would like to take some classes to learn how to paint like she did. She's like, yes, that's it. I, you know, and she's just knowing that this creative part of you is healing for your emotions. So by distracting yourself and keeping yourself really busy, doom scrolling or watching Netflix on and on and on, instead of looking at this creative aspect of yourself, um, she's just telling you, but much, much happier being a creative person. Door to romance. Wow. Also make you more attractive to other people. uh, Whatever this is, this unexpected visitor is definitely a door to romance. So perhaps you blow this person off, and it could be a current partner too. Maybe your current partner is, maybe you guys are just so busy you've been ignoring each other. Clear that smoke away and have a good look in the mirror, and this is going to be reignite your romance. Also, being creative. Creative is your sacral chakra, which is your sexual organs. So being creative is actually going to bring more feelings of, I want to say togetherness. I want to say amorous, like more love. Like it's just going to ignite your whole life. Purity. Again, we're going back to this Virgo. So maybe you're a Virgo. Or maybe you're the water sign and your grandmother was the Virgo. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So again, we got two messages here. I'm going to say that this, by not being creative, you're blocking a lot of other things in your life as well. And that's what your grandmother is trying to tell you, that once you let out that emotion of the creativeness, it allows love to flow, because that's all creation is love flowing, right? When you paint a beautiful picture and people say, oh, I love your picture, or I love that song, right? Creation brings a lot of love. Like even just creating a baby is a lot of love. You're making love. So in some respects, this emotion, I've got goosebumps. Your grandmother is like, yes, that's it, that's it. They want more love in their life, whether with a current partner, new partner. Become more creative. Get that love flowing. Like I'm just starting to feel like the flow of it. You know, letting your emotions out on the paper, in the song, in the craft, in gardening is creation. Planting a seed and growing that, you're birthing a plant. Even just having house plants are a creative endeavor. You're going to get that love flowing in your life. So that's what your grandmother really wants. She doesn't, that painting the picture isn't the end goal. The end goal is to bring more love into your life, to bring, and love that brings that, gets that circulus, that flow going in your life. That's the word. The spiritual teacher. There you go. And that's a Virgo card. This is the Hermit. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love. What did I just tell you? And in ways which you might give to those around you. Shine your light. Shine your light. As an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. Well, that's your grandmother. Listen to her intuition. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. Well, that spiritual mentor is creation. Create something. Let's go back to this one. You will get there. So mindfulness, listen, slow down, and don't be surprised if it brings in more love into your life. Ooh, peacock, vibrancy. And look at, there's a couple. Mind you, those are two males. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Recognize your, look at, and colorful, and, you know, show off your creation. Show off your creation. And your creation will become a spiritual teacher. And even peacock feathers are very spiritual. So your grandmother is telling you, you've got to get this flow of creation going in your life, and that's actually going to create more love in your life, and more happiness. And if you're single, it's going to create a whole brand new person into your life. And if you're with somebody else, it's going to clear the air, and so that love can grow. All right, so now time for your yes or no question. If you didn't ask one, if you forgot to ask for one, pause it right now before I turn it over. 1, 2, 3, perfect timing. So I would say, if you want the answer to be yes, the answer will be yes. If you want the answer to be no, the answer will no. It's perfect time to stop something. It's perfect time to begin something. So if you say, you know, should I apply for that job? Yes. Unless you don't want it. Perfect timing. But look, this is also creation. This is all through all the chakras, the flow. Remember I was telling you flow, and look at her. Flow. And also interesting, cups is water, and I kept talking about flow, which is water, right? So interesting. Watch out. So there's somebody, Virgo is definitely very strong in this reading. Very strong in this reading. So if it's not you or your grandmother, somebody who you do know is a Virgo has a very important message for you. You might not know who that is today, but maybe in the weeks to come, you'll discover. Or it also could be during Virgo season, which is coming up right away as well. That also might be a message. Perfect timing. Virgo season is, I believe it starts August 22nd. All right. Thank you very much for listening. Your grandmother is really proud of you. All right, everybody take good care. See you online. Bye for now.